2022 EuroNASCAR Pro season begins at Valencia. The circuit Ricardo Tormo playing host to the first NASCAR Wheel and Euro Series weekend of the year, and thankfully playing host to our devoted NASCAR fans in Spain. After a bit of an absence for the fans, it was great to see them back in force. Activities for both young, old, devoted and new fans here in Valencia. As per usual, 4 races for the NASCAR Wheel and Euro Series, 2 apiece for EuroNASCAR Pro and EuroNASCAR 2. And we had quite the strong class of drivers, returning stars and established competitors up and down the grid as we went into qualifying on the Saturday morning. 14 corners, 2.5 miles, 4 kilometers of this circuit, 22-degree sunshine as well. Certainly ideal conditions to get the racing season underway for the stars of EuroNASCAR Pro. The fastest of them all in qualifying was Alexander Graf.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it's a comeback for me in EuroNASCAR. It's my brother's birthday today, so he's got a little bit of a present here. So it starts very well. I didn't know I was on pole before I got into the pit here. I heard Lucas said P1 or something like that, and I was like, no. But everyone was really happy in the pit box, so that's amazing. That's amazing. Thanks to all the guys in Speedhouse. They have done an amazing job with the car.
There you go, Alexander Graf with Speedhouse on a pole position, joined on the front row by Nicolo Rocca in the 56 car from Cal Racing. As the hype built up on the grid, the fans and the VIPs left the grid, and pretty soon the cars were rolling as we decided to go racing. 2x2 formation, as always, for the start of a EuroNASCAR race. Alexander Graf on the inside. On the outside, it's Nicolo Rocca in the 56 car. They were underway, and it looks as though Rocca got the best start of all. Let's see as they go into the first corner. Does Graf manage to hold his lead? No, around the outside, Nicolo Rocca with a fabulous move. And look at Tobias Downhauer in the 50, trying to go around the outside of Graf. Is Graf going to be demoted to 3rd place in just the first 2 corners? Still side by side between the 64 and the 50. Looks like the pack is tightening up further back, but who has 2nd place? I think it's going to be Downhauer. Yes, Tobias Downhauer through into 2nd place. 3rd place then for Alexander Graf, and already with a nice advantage, Nicolo Rocca in the lead in the 56 car from the Cal Racing stable. Roman Iannetta further back, going side by side. The 69 car then, Sebastian Blekemolen with Roman Iannetta side by side. Downhauer withstanding the pressure from Alexander Graf, who's not going to be happy with that start. Got Mark Goossens behind him as well, and Blekemolen there running it very wide. Roman Iannetta gets himself up to 5th place then. Behind him, the 18 car of Giorgio Maggi, Toyota Camry. Downhauer, who is runner-up in the last 2 years in the EuroNASCAR 2 category, the vice champion as we sometimes call it. Moving up to EuroNASCAR Pro, and look at Maggi up the inside, brilliant move from Giorgio Maggi. Roman Iannetta will not take that one lying down though. Keep an eye on the number 46 car. Maggi running it a little bit wide for good measure, as if Iannetta needed a 2nd invitation. As though Maggi has managed that. Here is the number 8 car of Dario Casso, pursuing the all-Gulf liveried car of Yevgen Sokolovsky. And up the inside goes Casso. But contact between the 2 of them. And a 2nd bump there, I think, from the spinning car of Sokolovsky. Casso fighting the wheel. Now, is that just him pushing, or is the car in trouble? Into turn 4, and, well, that confirms that, doesn't it? Into the gravel goes Dario Casso. Clearly damage to that car. He's in the gravel. Safety car out then to retrieve the vehicle. He can't get the car started, and, well, that shows you a clear indication of why. Properly embedded into the gravel trap. 2x2 formation once again for the restart. Racing again then, and it's a drag race between Roca and Tobias Downhauer. Mark Goossens looking racy from the second row of the restarted grid, but it is Roca that leads them once again into turn one. Downhauer second, Graf still there in third as well. Mark Goossens demoted to fifth place because Ian Etter has got through into fourth. Patrick Lemarie and others looking racy further back. Alan Day up to sixth place there. You can see him just ahead of the number 3 of Frédéric Gabillon. Alan Day, who started down in 16th place, is up to 6th as Ian Etter gets demoted by Mark Goossens. Oh, but Ian Etter and Goossens getting into each other there at turn 5. It's a physical form of racing at times, the NASCAR Wheel and Euro Series, EuroNASCAR Pro. You can see the evidence of that further down the order. Some of the cars already looking worse for wear. We're only just over half distance in this 18-lap race. Goossens and Ian Etter still at blows here. Goossens holding him off for now. Mark Goossens, massively experienced driver, so is Ian Etter. But arguably no driver more decorated in EuroNASCAR than Alan Day, the 3-time champion. Following Ian Etter, Maggi goes wide there. That could give Gabillon an opportunity, but we focus on Alan Day, who's now looking for 5th place from 16th on the grid, I remind you. On a road course, over an 18-lap distance, moving that far up the order is no mean feat. Alan Day fighting the car, but keeping it smooth. Fine balance. And up the inside of Ian Etter he goes at turn 6. This has to be the move, surely. The 5.7-litre V8 sings as they run side by side. And through goes Alan Day. Day up to 5th place then, and he will continue his pursuit of the other cars, but safety car back out. 2 cars off, the 17 there of Manfred Bernardo and the number 90 of Nicolo Gabossi down at turn 1. Valencia marshals very quick on their feet. The cars retrieved and racing soon back on. Nicolo Rocca once again leading the pack as we get underway. Once again, just the 5 laps of racing left to go. The pack's dissipating there, fanning out, and Mark Goossens has not got off the line at all. Everyone was spreading out there, and it's because Mark Goossens has seemingly pulled off the road. What's happened to Mark? A huge shame for the number 14 crew and the Speedhouse team. But Mark Goossens going no further. Alan Day on the charge. Goossens has promoted him up to 4th place. He's having to defend from Ian Etter, who's looking racy once again. Martin Dubeck as well, all the way up to 6th place. Last year's EuroNASCAR 2 champion. This year he's in both categories. Racing in the Challenge Trophy element of EuroNASCAR Pro. And he's showing that he can hang there with the big boys. There's Mark Goossens, going no further, unfortunately. Top 4 run through turn 11. Nicolo Rocca leads the way. Tobias Downhauer in second. Alexander Graf and Alan Day are top 4. Then there's a gap back to Ian Etter and Martin Dubeck in 5th and 6th. Oh, and Dubeck there, testing the limits at turn 12. I think more exceeding than testing, if we're being completely honest. Gabillon then may well have an opportunity here. He's suddenly closed up. He's also brought Giorgio Maggi with him for company. Frédéric Gabillon trying to find a way through. Let's see if a move can be made at turn 2. He's certainly got a good run out of the first corner. He looks to the inside. And, oh, I thought they were going to touch for a minute there, but just for now at least, Dubeck holds on. That number 7 car will be made wide. Keep an eye on Maggi as well in the 18 car. We can't forget him. Maggi in the junior classification as Alan Day goes to the inside of Graf. Not close enough for a move on this occasion. Alexander Graf running it wide. Alan Day pressuring the Swedish driver. in the famous number 24. Is he going to make a move for third place? Oh, I thought he was going to make a big dive at turn 4. A brave man that makes a move around some of these corners. Certainly the likes of turn 8 and turn 2 are big opportunities, and this could be an opportunity for Day because Graf there on the gravel trap and Downhauer being closed in upon by both of them as well. Here they come across the line. And the checkered flag waves. It is Roca that takes the win. Downhauer, Graf and Day, your top 4. Martin Dubek rounding out the top 5. And it's celebrations for Nicolo Roca, the first winner of the 2022 EuroNASCAR Pro season.
Yeah, man, I'm speechless right now. I raced for this. I raced for being in a good car. I know that I have it. If you put me in a good car, I know I can fight for the win, and then everything today was perfect. And I'm so glad that I'm back with the car guys, and you know, I'm speechless. It was amazing.
The celebrations then for the first EuroNASCAR Pro winner of the year, Nicolo Roca. And a very happy podium overall. The junior classification, Downhauer moving up from EuroNASCAR 2. And Dubek also moving up from EuroNASCAR 2. The top 2 drivers in the EuroNASCAR 2 standings last year, making their mark in the first race at Valencia.